Well, there they are. That's Shaggy and a Minideel, and that little baby's running around on the ground. I love to see babies not hiding in corners. They're sitting out there eating and learning from their parents because nobody is picking on them. The reason that Shaggy is still in there is they hit 25 days yesterday. And by that I mean the oldest chick is 25 days old. That little one you're seeing right there is the second chick, the little yellow face. And Shaggy hadn't shown any inclination to reset. So, there's a little one over there. So I left her in and I took the nest box off today. Cleaned out the whole cage so they're on fresh straw. And they're running around the bottom of the cage learning how to eat. And Shaggy and Minideel are still feeding them, and all is good. So in the fall, the hens are a little less likely to flip and try to reset. And Shaggy doesn't seem to be showing any inclination. So she can stay and help raise her babies. This means they'll be all that bigger and fatter. This little guy down here, the younger one, is a lot smaller than the other two. But, you know, he is the youngest. And his little crop is full. So I'm assuming he'll catch up. Yeah. Okay, let me zoom back out again. Okay, Minideel still hides on the back wall. He's scared to death of human beings. What else is happening? These two are cooking up two of Nile and Flo's embryos, the last two that are not due to hatch until somewhere around the beginning of November. This is Aster and Quinn, and their little ones are doing good. Their oldest one got his first band, and they are coming along. Now, the two oldest chicks are theirs, and the youngest one is their niece or nephew from next door. Whereas Glory and Danube, their two oldest chicks are Minideel and Shaggy's, and they're ew. Clean out your box. It's time. The youngest one just got banded, so it is time to do a box cleaning. Clearly. And then their 25 days is 11-1. And I always keep right on the box. Oldest two embryos are Shaggy's. Third chick, Glory's second. So, and up here, they're cooking up eggs again. Hatch date was Wednesday, but they had 4 blank eggs in there, so their actual hatch date is more like next Tuesday, the 26th-ish. Could be the 28th. We'll see. And these two, same thing. They had 4 blank eggs in there, so their actual hatch date is around the 28th. So we got a ways to go. This girl is this is Spring, who is sitting in here on 1 egg. I gave up and put the nest box back on because she wasn't laying it, and I was afraid she was going to egg bind herself by running around trying to find a place to lay it. So I gave her the nest box, and she immediately climbed in and dropped the egg. I'm not at all sure that she's going to lay any more, and it's blank because, of course, the only male she's been with is Steel, and he's infertile. However, I was getting ready to take that apart. She's in here just to get her eye treated. Now that we've established that having a brain fart. Now that we've established that Steel is infertile. However, something interesting happened over here. When this gal, last time I looked before the cracked egg blanket disaster, this is Nile and Flo. She had 6 eggs under her, 3 of which were embryos that would hatch soon, and 3 were blank. What I pulled out of that blanket were 4 eggs. 3 of them were the 3 blank ones, and 1 was an embryo. I stuck the embryo back under her, but I checked it today, and it had died and was rotting away in there, so I threw it out. So I checked the other 2 eggs, and she has 1 very solid embryo, which is exactly what I expected, But the other egg has a 2-day embryo in it. So she must have just laid it. And it's a 7th egg, and the 6th one is in the hay up there somewhere. This is one of the problems with the higher cages up there. I can't really see what's going on, you know? So she's currently on one embryo that's going to hatch any time now, and another one that it's not going to hatch for 3 weeks. So what I'm thinking is I'll probably take that embryo and stick it under spring, because she seems to want motherhood very much, and she just laid her egg. So if I give her an embryo that's 2 days old, she'll sit it for the next 3 weeks and hatch it out. So that's kind of the thought. However, then she only has one chick up here, and I will need to foster her another chick. You always want to have 2 chicks in the nest, if at all possible, so that they can keep each other warm when they get to that phase where the parents aren't sitting on them all the time anymore. But we can wait. So, these little guys are doing just fine. I'm kind of seeing, oh, she looks okay. She looks like she has a little snotty eye thing or something going, but it's not terrible. And he seems to have it too, but it's not terrible. So I'm just going to leave him alone. Mom and Dad have a cold. But the babies are fat and sassy, but they have little teeny tiny feet. Which can be because they're going to be little teeny tiny birds, which would be weird because Larkspur's last set of babies were huge. Or it can be because they're a little skinny on calcium. So I have to look up when her youngest chick was hatched, because you can't give liquid calcium to chicks under 6 days old because it will burn them. So I got to check and see when he's 6 days old, and then I can give him a little calcium boost. These guys, on the other hand, are huge. This is Dacite and Wraith, and I banded their first baby today. They're nice and big. See how much bigger they are? They're exactly the same age, but these ones are further developed. I don't know. I got a feeling about this. Something's going on with the other nest. Because this little guy is much bigger. Let me look up here. He's much more developed than the first chick up here, and they hatched on the same day, and their fathers are brothers. So the development shouldn't be that radically different. Well, he's pretty big. Oh, I don't know. He maybe, look at those feet. They're bigger than this morning. They look like they're okay. They're not like failing to thrive or anything. He's just a little more delicate. Okay. But I'll probably be able to band him tomorrow. So anyway, they're doing good. This little girl in here, this is Fontaine. Come on out, Missy. She has no man because he was breaking all her eggs. So she's raising her oldest 2 chicks on her own. And they are big and fat and sassy. And these 2 are foster eggs that need to go away. So we'll just do that right now. There you go, Missy. Okay. Big and fat and sassy. And her 3rd chick just hatched over here. I'm not going to open them because they're brand new. And I just disturbed them. So our 3rd chick hatched there. Larkspur's 4th and 5th chick hatched there. And because I'm pretty sure the blue male is working with this hen over here and has abandoned his previous mate. He had both of them going for a while. I took her 3rd egg and put it over here. She hatched out Sif's first baby, but not the 2nd. And now she has Larkspur's 5th baby. And then over here, we finally got the first chick out of Wraith. This gal's, based on hatch dates, one of those Wraith's eggs didn't hatch. The last one here hatched, and then there was 4 days before one here hatched. So I would say there's probably an embryo in there that failed to hatch. And, but, you know, that happens sometimes. But she has at least 3 more in there that are going concerns, so we'll take it. Okay, so that is it. We got lots of babies coming along here. Everybody's fat and sassy. And I think that's it for today.